Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Most impressive, master!
A few more victories like that, and we'll have them running for the hills.
Huzzah!
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Right, cast that magic again. Was most useful. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes. Wait right there. Prepare yourself! Goblins approach!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go. Lucky us. That's worth taking. Let me be the one to collect it.
Ingredients are plentiful. Hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
I was informed of your coming would be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds. in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
I only pray my watch finishes without me.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Tell is, Vermund was once a Beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Right, though no definitive records remain.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, What mind? You've got to avoid the guard, but it's easy enough. I should know, I've done it.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monster one found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune. I wonder if building a nice, high wall is out of it.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you. You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you. Oi, sir! We've started selling that medicine you gave me at our shop. Why don't you come see?
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you? Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good... Sir.
In my line of business, patience is key. Do come again.
Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. Uh-huh. There's something written here.
A thorough
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Wisdom to all.
This looks as good a...
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Monsters and bandits are a plague upon my business.
Good day to you. I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
is most exhilarating.
This is for you. What do you think?
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself. Prod me if you must, Master, but I've nothing more to say. Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
I know every place here.
This really is fine,
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again. Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome to Bjorn, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, hope to see you again.
Need anything?
Business could be better, but I've weathered worse. Many thanks.
Need anything?
Now, this is a place to forget one's troubles.
Go on, have a look. Go on, have a look. Pleasure doing business with you.
Living's hard. Things are free.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Point's no good if you work yourself to death. The rules at your neck.
I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
I'd like a quiet life. The rules at your leisure.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
No shame in down your hair now.
Days like this
Spend all day here.
The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. I'm ill fond of the dark, but I'll serve you as best I can.
The rules at your leisure.
What delights might there be to find in town today?
Who's this? I'm in no hurry to leave.
I find then eternal good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the out... What? There's trade to be had in times both fair. You know where to find. The rules and your names. Well, nothing here if I keep my wits about me. You're not worth my time.
Begs consideration.
I don't tell half as many lies as my
Could use a bit of excitement in my life.
My arm's strong and my mind sharp.
I'm working this field all I know. I'm not stopping. Lots to do.
Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all...
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false Arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false Arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself. but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deezer demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Right, just follow me.
Nothing's harder than living in honest.
Well met, sir. Fine wares.
Nothing's harder than living in honest.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Only fools and urchins boast of their coin. I'd gladly stay here forever if I could. What should I get up to?
This way, if you please.
Is a view that begs to be painted. Yon shore in particular.
For good or ill, we cannot truly know what awaits us till we tread the land ourselves. Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Slim pickings of late.
Another day, another adventure.
Well met, sir.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite...
Shall we get some rest then?
'Twas just as daunting to battle Cyclopes there as here, and taking aim at their eyes no less thrilling.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go. Ben?
I hope you slept well?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.